Hi there, it's Nicole Porter here. Welcome to this week's Wellness Insider. In this week's video, I'm answering the very common question of how do I kick my 3 o'clock sugar cravings? Now, not everybody has sugar cravings. Some people have salt, but most people have sugar. And you might be getting them at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You might get them after dinner. You might even have them all day long. But no matter when you have them, just know that cravings signal an imbalance in your body. They actually signal that there's stress happening in your body, and we shouldn't have them. Now, just because I say there's imbalance in your body doesn't mean that you can't create balance. I mean, all of the 10 habits that I talk about in my programs are about helping you create that balance that your body needs to thrive. Your body needs to be in balance in order for you to optimize your physical health, in order for you to achieve your physical goals, but also for you to achieve optimal mental and emotional health as well. So, all of these 10 habits can contribute to your cravings, but just for the sake of time, I want to touch on three. And just remember that the common denominator of these three suggestions is that they'll help to reduce stress in your body, which will help to create balance. And in this case, what we're really after is balanced blood sugar. So the first thing I would look at is how much rest you're getting. And I don't just mean that in terms of how much sleep you get at night. I also mean that in terms of how much rest and relaxation and de-stressing you get throughout the day, just catching a moment to chill out and literally catch your breath. The second thing I would look at is your exercise program. And in particular, I would be looking to see if you're over exercising. Now, you might be watching this thinking, okay, Nicole, there's no way I'm over exercising, but some people are. And in particular, they're doing too much cardio, not realizing that that excessive cardio is contributing to their sugar cravings. And then the third thing I would look at is nutrition, because you can create balance or imbalance in your body based on the food that you eat. You can create stress or reduce stress in your body based on the food you eat. And in this case, what we're trying to do is balance blood sugar. So how do you do that? You eat protein and fiber every 3 to 4 hours. And when I say fiber, please let that be in the form of vegetables, because not enough people are eating enough vegetables. And when I say vegetables, I mean your leafy greens, like your spinach, your collards, your kale. I mean colorful vegetables like bell peppers that come in red and orange and yellow. So you need to have protein and vegetables or protein and fiber every 3 to 4 hours. If vegetables are out of reach for some reason, then at least have protein. What you're doing here is putting fuel in your tank. Consider that your body is like a vehicle. And when you have a craving, it means that your tank is empty. And if you were stranded somewhere out of gas, you would take fuel from anyone, anywhere, any kind of fuel. And that's what's happening at 3 p.m. You're needing an immediate injection of some form of energy, and you're willing to get that from sugar and maybe even caffeine, when really what your body needs is slow releasing fuel in the form of protein and fiber that will help get you from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, you could also go back and look at what you had for lunch, because maybe you didn't have enough protein and vegetables in your lunch, and that's why your tank is empty at 3. You could go back and look at your breakfast. What did you have for breakfast? Or did you skip breakfast? You could also look at the day before and the day before and the day before that. We need consistency in these habits. You need consistently balanced blood sugar in order to create that balance in your body, in order to reduce stress in your body, in order to conquer those cravings. So I am going to leave it there for now. This is a big topic. So if you have other questions about anything that I've talked about in this video, or if you have other questions in general, then definitely submit the form that is somewhere around this video, and I'm happy to elaborate on anything that I've spoken of today. And of course, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with anyone that you think could benefit, and I will see you in next week's Insider. Until then, be well.